one that I finished up on, but I think I'm going to redo this because I feel like I just made the colors too dark. A lot of them, especially like this purple, I really wanted it lighter. And then definitely this kind of like turquoisey color, I want it lighter. So I think I'm going to end up redying this, but this is what I have so far. Tell me what your thoughts are on this, but definitely gonna go lighter.
Good morning and welcome to Brazos Fiber Works. Today is episode 60. It is October 1st, the first day of October. So, I really feel like September was a little bit fall, but I really feel like when we get into the Octobers, we are in fall. So yes, super excited. The weather is getting beautiful. Yesterday we had I think the high was 86. I'm not sure what today is, but it was cool enough this morning that it was the first morning I could open up the windows, kind of give the house a fresh air feeling. And yes, welcome. Thank you so much for coming along with me today. If you are new here, thank you. My name is Jennifer. I am the owner and dyer behind Brazos Fiber Works. This is my channel where I film every week on kind of what's going on with all of my making, life news, shop news, all that good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Subscribe and give it a thumbs up. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. You guys know I appreciate you so much. All right, so today I have one finished object. I really tried to get the second one done. It just wasn't possible. But I have that to show you. I have a few whips, I believe, to show you. And yeah, let's get into today. Grab yourself something cozy to drink. I have my cup of coffee here today. So last week on Instagram, I showed one of the cute little mugs that I got. And then I had also got this one for my husband. So I decided to take it this morning since he wasn't using it. And I'm just trying to finish up my morning coffee. Probably can barely see that, but. All right, you guys, I hope you guys had a great week this last week. I hope you got lots of making done. I feel like I got a good, I got what I wanted to get done, I feel like, for the most part. So let me go ahead and start in today and show you my finished object. All right, you guys, so last year I started on the Gingerbread house blanket. It's a crochet blanket by Sidar. Sidar had put it on. If you go to Sidar's website, they do have the pattern still on there. They do not have the kits available. In fact, one of the yarn colors that I had, I ran out of, and it's just no longer available. So I'm going to try to show this the best. I will insert a picture. So last week, I think I was right here. And so I went ahead and added those last two rows and then did this cute little fringe. So cute. That side, all the two sides have this red and white. And then I have two sides that have this. So originally it was supposed to be these two colors. Well, this color right here, I would have had enough, but last year, I vaguely remember my daughter was home for the holidays and she was crocheting book covers for all the family. And I remember that she was using that yarn. And I can't remember if I thought maybe I was done with it or I was gonna have enough. I don't know, whatever it was. But I only had enough to finish this last row. So I just had to pick one of the other colors in the project and put that together with this. So there's two sides of fringe on with this right here. But you guys, I finished it. I'm so excited. It is officially off my needle or crochet hook. But yes, I am done. We can use this year. We did use it last year, but this year I don't have to worry about like, I have to finish it. It is done. It is done. We can enjoy it. So yeah, like I said, I will have put a picture in of the whole thing, but yes, you guys, love it, love it, love it. It turned out so cute. I am so excited. I just already want to like throw it on the couch and use it, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I guess the thing is I need to make a fall blanket for next year. So I have one for fall, but yeah, finished object, guys. Big project. All right, so that is it for finished objects. I have, I think, a few works in progress, maybe a couple. So let me show you that. So this one was the one that I was trying so hard to finish. So this is the Christmas stocking. The pattern is by Pacific Knit Co. by Jaime Lomax. She's the designer, and it's using her doodles. So if you don't know anything about doodles, it is another Knit Co. Jaime Lomax thing, and they have doodles. You can pick, there's hundreds of doodles, and you can just make whatever you want. This is from my son-in-law, so he loves dinosaurs. So I put a little bit of Christmas and dinosaurs all in it. This was on the Christmas pattern. This was the dinosaur. These were holly leaves. Here's another dinosaur. Here is candy canes. Another dinosaur. A wreath. Another dinosaur. I thought, because my daughter has this one in, I debated because I was like, does it look a little like feminine for his stocking? But no, I have this hot chocolate on my daughter's, and so I wanted at least something of theirs to be similar, so I threw that one in. And then this was another little one from the dinosaur pattern. So I am on the toe decrease. I am, I think, like 10 rows in. So I just need to finish the toe, which I feel like I will end up finishing today. But yeah, you guys, super cute. I want to get this one done so I can start on my son and my daughter-in-laws, so I can have all of those ready for this year. And then the only one that I won't have a knitted stocking for is my husband. And I think I know which one I want to do. I want to do one with a old truck with a tree out the back pattern. I've had the pattern for some time, and so I don't know if I'll be able to get to it this year. Maybe we'll just have to see how the other two go, and then maybe I'll have all knitted stockings to hang up this year. But super excited about this one. I can't wait for him to see it. So yeah, it was using DK weight yarn. It is yarn that I dyed up myself to use in this pattern. Hey guys, future me back. I did end up finishing the stocking, so I wanted to share that with you. Got the toe closed, so it's all ready for me to wash and block it. I even got the little part to hang. I haven't woven in the ends, but I just wanted to show you guys that I got it all finished so I can start on the next one. Just wanted to pop that in here. Now here's back to the episode. All right, that is my first whip. My second whip is going to be some scrappy socks. So I really wanted to cast on some scrappy socks in September. I got it by the end, and that's okay. But it is using up the Chelsea Yarns Halloween or fall, I think it was Halloween minis from a few years ago. And yeah, I am just doing 5 rows of the mini and then going to the next color. So it almost looks like a self-striping yarn, but it's not. It's literally, let me show you, minis. And then I have a couple more. Some of them I used in my spooky socks that I had done. And so some of it I had used up a lot of the yarn. But I am knitting 2 at a time separately. So I have both of my shorties. I am using the vanilla sock pattern on Magic Loop by Kay the Crazy Sock Lady on 1-inch circulars, or 1-inch Magic Loop needles. So yeah, there is 1, there is 2, and I'm sure I will have, hopefully I'll have these done by next week. But yeah, super excited. I don't know if I'm gonna make them for myself or if I'm gonna give them to my daughter or daughter-in-law, but yep, there we go. I've got that. It is in my Whimsy Stitches Llama bag. Last week I showed you my new bag that I got that has the trailers. This is one I got a few years ago from them. So yeah, super excited about getting those scrappy socks done. And then I think the only other thing I've worked on, I feel like maybe I worked on something else. But I don't think so. I think I've been trying to get those 2 done. So this yarn I am going to end up changing, but let me just show you what I did. So I was making some self-striping yarn and it came out a lot darker than I wanted it to. It's a fall self-striping. This is how it knitted up, but the purple went too dark than I wanted it to. This one I want a little lighter, and then this turquoise looking one, I want that one a little lighter. Probably, I don't know if I'm going to change this orange a little lighter, but definitely these 3 are going to go a little bit lighter, so I'm going to redo that. But yeah, this was the first take. Probably a squirrel outside. All right, so that's it all caked up. You'll probably hear him barking in the background, but I tried to shut the door. I am working on another self-striping. I am on my last color of it this morning. I've kind of been dying a little bit every day on it just because of like work and all that. But that one is going to be the Haunted Mansion. I probably showed it in the beginning, a little video clip of it. I picked up some of the colors. I didn't show all of them, of course. But hopefully that will be done, ready for next week's video. I can show you the sample and the yarn, and it will be available. I might even release it actually in my shop between now and then, but I will definitely show you guys next week in the video. But that is all I have, you guys, this week for finished objects, works in progress. But you guys, the holiday knitting is getting completed that I already had started. So hopefully I'll be able to cast on the next stocking. And then my Stunning Streak Studios mystery knit along was supposed to start today. I need to look in the email, but as of yesterday, my kit still hadn't been shipped out. So I don't have that to show you guys. I really thought that was going to be here by now so I could start on it today. But I don't have that, so I can't start on that 4th and final mystery shawl for the year. Pretty sure they probably sent out the 9th part to the bonus yearly shawl. So I need to look at that. I'll probably get going on that. Depending on how much it is. I don't know if it's the final one or if it's just another part of it, but I will get working on that and show you that next week. I have decided that I'm not going to do the one next year. I really wanted to do it. I had it literally in my cart like so many times. But I've come to the conclusion that there is so many like sweaters, sweatshirts, cardigans, hats, all that stuff that I really want to work on in this next year. And I feel like if I have the mystery knit along that I have so much enjoyed, and I've enjoyed the read along with the book series and all that, I just feel like I'm going to, if I do that again, I'm going to spend more time dedicated to that and trying to keep up with it and everything. And then everything that I want to do is going to fall behind. And I really want to get more apparel done this year. I want to start dyeing up yarn for bigger projects and knitting those. And so unfortunately, I've just decided that I'm not going to do that one this next year. But it's for good reasons. I feel like I'm going to get done a lot more stuff that I really wanted to get done. I can dedicate more time to dyeing up yarn for bigger projects and all of that. And that is just where I want to go moving forward. So yeah, that's a little bit about my future knitting plans. I do have my whips from the whole year that I think I started out with 13. I really need to look at my list and see where I'm at right now, but I also want to get those other projects completed, at least not the blanket ones, but the other ones that I have been working on that I'm so close to being done. I really want to spend more time on those, getting those done too. But holidays, we're gonna have holiday knitting coming in too. So, but hopefully with those projects, I will start those and get those done for the holidays. I want to get some Christmas gift knitting done also. So yeah, that is the knitting plans. Life news, not much has happened since last week. I have not gotten done any more on the craft table. We've just been with our work schedules, my husband and mine, we've just haven't had the time to work on it. I think we've decided we're gonna go get the tabletop, get that part done, and then we'll paint it, because it is going to be a table that we can take the tabletop off and move the shelving to the side when my son and his wife come. So it doesn't matter if we paint before or after. So we're gonna go get that tabletop. We talked about going and getting it tonight after my husband gets off work. So I think we're gonna go get that. And so then that way this weekend he can work on getting that all built and put together. And then all we have to do is paint. And then I can get it ready. I just really want that table in there so I can get my sewing machine on it so I can start sewing, you guys. I really miss that. And just having that big space to be able to do it, I'm so excited for. Also, you know, it's gonna open up, I think, more spinning, because I can start carding all of those fibers that I have and start spinning on it for bigger projects. So I'm excited about that too. But also yesterday, so I had yesterday and today off. And so since I had 2 days off in a row, which doesn't happen a whole lot, I decided I was gonna go up and see my son. He hasn't started his new job yet. And so he was off. So he's been off. So Monday night, I decided, okay, I'm going to just spend a whole day where I'm just gonna drive the 2 hours, go hang out with him for a little while, and then drive home. I know it's gonna be a day that I get nothing else done, but you know, I really wanted to be able to go spend some time with him since I haven't seen him since the wedding. And so I texted him on Monday night and I was like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? He's like, nothing, why? And I was like, how about we go to lunch and hang out? So we did that. I drove up there yesterday. I got there around noon, and then we went out to lunch at this Japanese restaurant that he's been wanting to try. So we went there. We had some really good food there, and then we just decided to go up like 30 minutes from where he lives is the Colony, where they have like Nebraska Furniture Mart, IKEA, Shields. So we went and just walked around. Didn't buy anything, just went, looked around at all the new like stuff that was going on, and walked around, just hung out, and then I drove him home. And then after I dropped him off, I drove home, and I got home about like 7:30. So yeah, it was great getting to hang out with him. My daughter even called when we were on the road, and she's like, hey, what are you guys doing together? So she was like tracking us on like Live 360. So yeah, I wish she was closer that I could be able to just do that. But for her, she lives like 8 hours away, and yeah, I would need like 3 days off, and I would need to fly up there. Every time except for once, every time we've gone up there, we've driven. And so yeah, maybe someday I'll be able to just get to do that and hang out with her for a weekend and spend some time together. But yeah, that's all I really have for life news. Our camping trip is still coming up in November, so we're gonna have to start getting ready for that. We don't have to really do anything other than like, yeah, just figure out what we're gonna take and do and all that. But I do need to go clothes shopping at some point. I need to get some more work clothes because I feel like I'm just wearing the same ones over and over. So I need to do that at some point, but that probably won't happen till next week. And let's see, shop news. I have my self-striping yarns coming. I am going to have some other speckled yarns coming into the shop hopefully next week. We'll see. But yeah, I am super excited about that. I did go in and change my website. I didn't realize last week when I went to my website that I still had the 4th of July banner on there, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's been a hot minute since I've been on here and messed with it. So I did kind of update it, and then once I get my new yarns in the shop, I'll update that. So yeah, if you guys haven't been over there, I do have my Christmas holiday yarns back in stock from last year. My fall ones that I had last year, I have those in stock. They are for pre-orders, but I promise I will dye them up and get them shipped out as soon as I can. I think I have on there like it takes like 1 to 2 weeks to get to you. So hopefully, you know, it's quicker than I have it listed for that to get to you. But yeah, I'm trying to get everything ready this month for Advents, so I could send the Advents out next month. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have going on. If you don't follow me on socials, Instagram, I am Brazos Fiber Works. I do have a Facebook page. I am not very good at going over there and posting. I always say I'm going to try to get better, and I do plan on trying to be better about that. It is called Brazos Fiber Works on Facebook. On Ravelry, I am jnbcrafty. We also have a Ravelry group called Brazos Fiber Works, where we have make-alongs, yearly knit-alongs. We have yearly whip knit-along right now, working on our whips. We have a lot more stuff over there. We have holiday knitting. So if you would like to head over there, join the Brazos Fiber Works Ravelry group and get plugged in with us. I have a hand-dyed yarn shop. It is called Brazos Fiber Works. So head over to brazosfiberworks.com, check that out. I have yarns, project bag notions, all that good stuff. Hopefully there will be more project bags coming soon once I get my sewing table up. And if you need to get a hold of me, you can email me, jennifer@brazosfiberworks.com. But I hope you guys have had a great week. I hope you guys have got lots of making done. You guys comment below. What are you working on right now? Is there anything that you are making for Halloween? I haven't knitted up anything for Halloween, and or for Thanksgiving? Are you guys knitting up anything for Thanksgiving? Let me know below in the comments. And you guys, I will see you back here next week for episode 61. Have a great week, great fall knitting or making, crocheting, whatever you are doing. And I will see you back here next week. Bye.